Hi there everybody, and welcome back to the channel. You're watching a Ritter Bit Will Do, and as you can see, repairs have begun on the old farmstead. So I'm going to take you around, show you a little about that, and tell you what's going on. Stick around. So if you remember way back late July, I think it was last July 20-something, 29th I want to say, a big old red pine, big old Norway, fell on the back side of this old farmstead and completely crushed the roof. I mean, it was just a mess. The tree was probably 2 feet in diameter. I don't know how much it weighed, but it was big. And along with that tree, 13 other trees fell along this property. And you can see there's one way over there that's still down. Welcome back to the channel everybody. You're watching a Ritter Bit Will Do, and today we've got some major storm damage that we're going to take care of today. This is just unbelievable what's going on here. And it was a mess. I was here for several days cleaning things up so they could get a crane in here and get the tree off of the roof, get a tarp on the roof, and get things looking a little bit better, getting it watertight and getting ready for repairs. Well, the tarps had to survive the entire winter through multiple different storms, and nothing leaked. Everything was great actually. We were really lucked out in that aspect. But finally repairs have begun, and it's been a long process because of the permitting and the structural engineer, and it's a 136-year-old farmstead. It's a unique situation. It really is. It's just a unique situation, but things are getting buttoned up. Everything is getting tied together, and it's a really cool process they got going on. As you can see, if you look up the side of this, there's a great big beam that they had to put up there, and you might be able to see those bolts that are sticking out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Between that bolt, or at each of those bolts, there's a cable that runs the entire width of the house, and I'll show you the other side, and then I'll tell you what they're doing. Over here on the other side is another beam similar to that other one, and again you can see where the cable's going through, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what they had to do is they got some heavy cables, some come-alongs, and they had to bring together the walls because the side walls actually bowed out a little bit. So it was a big tree and it did a number. But 136 years ago, they knew how to build houses, and the only thing that got damaged was the roof, and the walls bowed out. But I mean, as far as big as that tree was, you guys, you wouldn't believe the damage that didn't happen because of the house being so strong. I'll show you the stump of the tree. It is right here. This was another tree that fell, but it didn't fall on the house. But here, there's my hand. It is a big tree. This one fell right down, right above that window, and the window didn't break. It was absolutely incredible that window didn't break. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, it hit hard. Repairs have begun. The crew has been here for the past 2 days. They took the old roof off in one day, and they put the new trusses on. Took the old roof off and put the new trusses on in one day, and the next day they were getting all the fascia and soffit all put together, and they got most of the sheeting on the roof the next day. And today they're going to come back, they'll finish the ends, and then by the end of the day, the contractor has told me that there should be some waterproofing, you know, tar paper and weather shield or drip guard, or whatever they call that freeze edge that sticks on the first 6 feet or so, 3 feet, 6 feet, I don't know what the code is anymore, but it's happening. It is happening. The farmstead is getting repaired, and maybe it'll last another 136 years. So we'll keep you posted. My buddy is going to show up again today. His name is Justin. You met him before. And we got some repairs to do to his ASV, and then we're going to start moving some brush and kind of watch this progress as we go. And depending on which way the wind's blowing, we might have a fire or we might not, because we don't want to smoke these guys out. So stay tuned, guys. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but here's the intro. So now you know what's going on. All right, I just finished up sharpening my chainsaw. Now I'm going to start cutting this Norway up. This is the biggest tree of all of them that fell. It's huge. It's almost 3 feet in diameter. It's got to be 150 years old at least, or older. I don't know. But the branches on this tree are as big as some trees, so it's hard to see scale on video, I know, but I mean, these are big branches all the way up this big tree. So we're gonna cut it up and clean it up, burn it up, and get rid of it. So let's get started. Whew. This tree is massive. This might be one of the biggest red pine Norway trees that I've even seen in Minnesota, other than an area that we got called the Lost 40 up in northern Minnesota, where back in the old days the surveyors made a mistake and surveyed it as a lake, so it never got logged. And there's some massive trees up there, and one of these days we'll go up there and we'll check it out. But just about all the trees up there are about this size. But this one is really big. This one is incredible. So I'm not even halfway through it. It's kind of fun though. Got a sharp chain, got a good chainsaw. The weather's beautiful, and I'm loving this. This is what I love to do. This isn't work. This is fun. I am absolutely enjoying this. This is by far the biggest tree that I will ever be cutting on in my whole lifetime, I'm sure of it. Unless I were to move out west where they got those giant cedars and redwoods and Douglas fir trees. This is as big as they get here in Minnesota. This is what the loggers were after back in the 1800s. These are the type of trees that built America. These are the type of trees that floated down the river a century ago, right? You know, more than a century ago, and built America, built all of the homes, built all of the big cities. This is the kind of tree Minnesota was littered with when the settlers got here. These trees don't exist anywhere. They just don't exist anywhere else except for up at the Lost 40. There's a few of them, but this is the biggest one I'll ever be cutting on, no doubt about it in my mind. So I take this as kind of a privilege and an honor just to be clearing this size of a tree, because this tree is it's old, it's big, it's heavy. These branches, I can't even get both hands around the branch. They're just huge. It's a pine. It's a Norway pine. It's a red Norway pine. Just a beautiful log, and it's too big to put on a sawmill, right? It's too big for what logging companies are set up for these days. It's just I don't know what we're gonna do with it. I'd love to haul it somewhere, but I don't have the equipment to do that. It just amazes me. This tree is here right now, and I'm getting to use my chainsaw on it. It's like I said, it's kind of an honor, honestly. I'm just amazed by it. So I hope you guys are too. It's just absolutely incredible. So look who showed up, you guys. Finally. My goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of a lazy morning for you, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of a late night. And,
yeah, I'm just giving them crap. It doesn't matter. But I'm sawing on this giant log. Have you ever seen one this size?
No.
On the ground?
No,
Yeah.
not this big.
This is
I
nuts.
haven't had to dive into one this big. This is a big one.
This is the kind the old timers would go after. This is Trinity, Justin's daughter. You probably remember her from, if you've been watching the channel a long time, you remember Trinity. She runs not a sawmill, firewood processor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep, she was running the firewood processor.
So she knows, she's got a lot of skills. So tell everybody what you guys are up to now today.
Well, so this morning we got a message for a hunter that shot a bear, and
is it through an app that you have?
No, it's actually on Facebook.
Okay, Facebook.
Yep. There's 3 different pages. There's a private one for us.
Yeah.
Trackers and stuff. We got a message through the private one saying someone out of Hill City was looking.
Okay.
So we're gonna take Badger, our oldest dog, and we're gonna go track a bear today.
Right. And what kind of dog is Badger?
He's a Drothar.
A Drothar.
Yep. Deutsch Drothar.
Deutsch Drothar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll make sure
that's
you got it right.
The proper.
But that dog is a sniffer, huh? I mean,
yes,
tracker.
Yeah, they're insane. Unbelievable.
So tell everybody about the tracking system that goes on. Is there a lot of trackers in Minnesota that do this?
Actually, yes, there's a lot more out there than people think there is.
Okay.
The last 3 days, bear season opened up yesterday.
Yeah.
And they've been gearing up, and last night there was probably 6 trackers out.
Okay.
From Duluth to Bram.
Wow, that's cool.
To Hibbing.
Hibbing, Reamer, coming out of the Midge area. So there's a lot out in your neck of the woods. So the whole state is kind of covered.
Yeah.
With guys that'll come out and help.
That's nice. So Facebook has kind of brought this whole system together, and people are able to contact and get some help tracking down a bear, or you even tracked a horse, and you tracked you found a puppy one time for someone.
Our young Otts, if you guys go on my channel, and even on here you might have seen little Otts, the little guy.
Yeah.
He was out tracking a puppy this year.
Tell everyone what your channel's name is again.
Oh, Finky Firewood Service.
Finky Firewood Service. So they got a YouTube channel. Trinity does all the editing and the uploading, and tries to make you look good.
Into it more.
Well, that's good.
Well, I'm trying. Doesn't mean I'm good at it.
It's hard. It requires a lot of time.
It does.
It's an interesting channel. You're into everything. Brush hogging with your ASV, clearing land, making a lot of firewood, selling firewood, and now this.
This as well. So right now, the job that came before here, we're actually doing forestry thinning, where we're taking out a bunch of pines. I'll have a video popping up of that.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, check out their channel, Finky Firewood, and you're gonna have fun tracking a bear today. Good luck.
We shall see.
All right. Keep us posted.
We will.
Okay, thanks.
Talk to you guys later. Hey, see. Oh yeah, look at him. He's gonna take us the way I wanted to walk. See? Whoa. Oh. Come.
Wow, this is a big tree. Well, Justin and his daughter Trinity are off to go track a bear. I think I'm gonna kind of wrap this video up here. I might saw a little bit more towards the top of this tree. We'll see what goes on, but that'll be in an upcoming video if I do. And I think we'll wrap this one up like I was saying. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you're all doing well. Do me a favor. If you're watching this on whatever device it is, let me know, how do you watch YouTube? Do you watch it on an iPad, your smartphone, your laptop, or do you watch it on your TV and comment on your phone? I don't know. I'm just curious. I would like to know. So tell me how you watch YouTube regularly, and tell me where you're from. I always like to know where you guys are from, so that would be great. So yeah, there's a lot of work here to be done, a lot of fun to have. Like I said, hope you're doing well. Keep on tractoring, everyone, and God bless.